up, everyone? Marc, Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. I got a very somber story I'm going to link below. It's really tough for me to read this because I once played football and I played sports and I participated in Hell Week, which is 3-a-day practices. In the Culver City, weather out there was extremely hot. You get up to like 80, 90 degrees, but the humidity, being that it was near the ocean, was kind of high. It's about water intoxication. Teen athlete dies from drinking too much water. This is reported on AOL. By the way, AOL is still in business. Congratulations, AOL. A 17-year-old Georgia boy has died after a brain injury brought on by drinking too much water. He was suffering cramps due to dehydration for football practice. He drank 2 gallons of water and 2 gallons of Gatorade in a short time after practice and later collapsed. He was airlifted to the hospital. Diagnosis is overhydration. Essentially what he had is a water intoxication, hyponatremia, which is insufficient salt in the blood, and that's water intoxication. It causes the brain to swell, which in extreme cases can lead to death. Now, I want to go into how this is a tragedy and why we need to pay attention to this. One is force feeding water. The new recommendation I have read has been to, obviously they go for 8-ounce glasses or whatever the American Health Association, whatever the American Academy of Pediatrics recommends, increase their training intensity gradually. Mayo Clinic points out the advice of drinking 8-ounce glass of water daily is not supported by hard evidence. Everyone's needs are different. What I recommend usually is drink when you're thirsty. Your body is a great gauge. If you feel thirsty, drink. I usually keep a shaker bottle of Branch Chains, and I'll sometimes sip on some of that coffee because it's tasty. Now, all liquids do count as liquid. I remember back in the day, it had to be water. Couldn't be soda, couldn't be coffee, because they have caffeine, which is a diuretic. Let me tell you a little something about caffeine. It's an extremely mild diuretic, and liquid is still liquid. You're still getting the liquid in. What's really sad about this is that it shows that you can overdo anything. Deaths from NSAIDs, aspirin, and other pain relievers cause thousands and thousands and thousands of deaths a year. Everything can be dangerous when taken in excess, including water. Now, I want to say that I remember my buddy, my partner Chad at Tiger Fitness, told me that they started water, like literally increasing their fluid intake the Thursday before a Saturday game. And that's a lot of liquid intake. So what you want to do is you want to temper your water intake. Now, if you're cramping, that's more than just water. That does come from dehydration beforehand, but are the coaches giving adequate water breaks? When I used to play football, it was a sign of weakness if you got water. Literally, you'd get water breaks as a treat, which I think was just stupid. I actually had one guy, his name was Mike, my senior year of high school, missed his entire senior year due to a heat stroke. He suffered because the coaches were fucking retarded. And they made him practice in heat. They made us all practice in heavy pads and helmets without water, sufficient water breaks in heat. And that's how it used to be done. Things are changing now, but you still hear stories like this. Now, I'm not saying the coach did anything wrong. The sad thing is this is a great kid with a 3.8 GPA with a bright future ahead of him and a family. And things like this just make me sad. In that if we can educate people into how to properly deal with nutrition, what I want to know about these high school programs is we give all this money. I mean, my property taxes in Illinois are the highest in the country, and I'm proud to say that our schools are great. Our taxes are wasted on a lot of shit, but our schools are great. However, I want to know that my taxes, if we are going to have athletics in school, are being used to have the proper nutrition and trainers. Was there a trainer on staff instructing this kid how to deal with his cramps? Was there a trainer on staff saying don't drink 4 gallons total of liquid in a short time period when you should just probably sip water and eat a banana? That's what I want to know. I want to know where are the people helping this kid. So I send this video out to you parents and everybody involved. My kids are involved in athletics. My daughter's involved in advanced athletics, travel athletics. And she already knows the importance of nutrition and fluid intake and all of that good stuff. So what I urge to the parents watching this channel is to educate your kids. And if your kid comes home cramping, that's another thing. Where were the parents when this kid was drinking 4 gallons of liquid in a short period of time after training? I hope to God that this teaches people a lesson that everything in excess, everything to the extreme, can be dangerous and even deadly. And I urge parents out there to educate yourselves on the activities that your kids are partaking in to make sure that they have all the tools they need to avoid a tragedy like this. And finally, I'd like to say from TigerFitness.com, from MTS Nutrition, and from everything else I'm associated with, the ANBF, you name it, I'd like to send our prayers out to the family of this kid and all the kids who knew him and everybody he's touched in his life, because from what I have read, he was a great kid. And I have my prayers personally going out to his family and everybody involved, and may he rest in peace. I'm Marc Lobliner, TigerFitness.com. Well, I'm just gonna end it like this. Thanks for watching.